It wasn't until the CEO saw the text message from his wife that he was shocked to realize that it was his wife who had saved him all those years ago, not the manipulative woman. Little did he know, his wife had overheard the conversation between the CEO and his friend, and was stunned to learn that it was actually the CEO who had orchestrated her being dragged into a room and humiliated all those years ago. He had even played the video at the woman's wedding, with the intent of destroying her wedding with her fiancé, so that the manipulative woman could marry him instead. What terrified the woman even more was that after the public scandal, when she was abandoned by her fiancé, the CEO appeared like a knight in shining armor, claiming he would take responsibility for her. She thought she had found true love, but little did she know, even the CEO's heroic rescue was just part of his plan to protect the manipulative woman's marriage and keep his wife under his control. If she hadn't discovered the truth today, she would never have realized that the CEO who pretended to love her was actually a monster beneath the surface. For 3 years, the woman had suffered multiple miscarriages, and this time after finally becoming pregnant through IVF, she learned this cruel truth. Devastated, she lost her balance and fell down the stairs. The CEO rushed down upon hearing the noise and carefully carried her to the sofa. It was then that he noticed the pregnancy test report in her hand. When he realized she was pregnant, he was overjoyed. As he earnestly instructed the servants to take care of her, the woman felt conflicted, but she no longer wanted to see his face. She lied, saying she was tired, and turned to go back to her room. Once inside, she saw the miscarriage medication on the table, and recalled how years ago, after being violated, her health had been damaged, making it difficult to get pregnant. She had taken countless medications to conceive, only to end up with this result. In a fit of rage, she threw the medication on the floor. It was then that she noticed the CEO's computer left behind. In order to completely let go, she opened it, only to find it filled with photos of the manipulative woman. What shocked her even more was recognizing the ring the manipulative woman was wearing in the photo. Years ago, when the CEO was shot, it was the woman who had saved him in time. In gratitude, the CEO had given her the ring, but later the manipulative woman had stolen it. Now the woman understood. The manipulative woman had taken her place and become the CEO's so-called savior, and unknowingly, the CEO had repeatedly hurt her in favor of this imposter. Heartbroken, she called the CEO's arch-nemesis, offering $10 billion to have herself kidnapped and disappear from the CEO's world forever. At that moment, the CEO walked into the room, asking who she was on the phone with. She lied, saying it was the jewelry store owner, and avoided the situation. When the CEO brought her some milk for her pregnancy, little did he know, she had already quietly taken medication to induce a miscarriage. The CEO would never see the birth of this child. Soon it was the day of the CEO's birthday party. He attended with the manipulative woman, even thinking his wife couldn't understand French. In front of everyone, he made a wish in French to never be separated from the manipulative woman. What he didn't know was that his wife had already learned French, but she no longer cared, so she turned and left the banquet. But the manipulative woman intentionally approached her, bragging and even mentioning the time she was kidnapped. Unable to tolerate the manipulative woman's insults, the woman slapped her across the face. Just then the CEO arrived, and seeing his precious manipulative woman